I believe I owe everyone an explanation. Hello all. Today is Tuesday, April the 7th, 2026. Happens to be my 63rd birthday. And here we are again. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos at all. As a matter of fact, it's been since September 24th of 2024. So I've got a lot of catching up to do and a lot of explaining to do. I'm not going to bore you too much, and I've got to make this a quick video. Anyhow, the last time I spoke to you, it was a bit sad because I was just beginning chemo. My dad was not doing well. He was in the hospital and going to be put on hospice. So to catch up quickly from that, my dad did pass away in October of 2024. He managed to get to his 87th birthday on September 14th and a little beyond that, but he passed away and we all missed him. Meanwhile, my chemo, which I had thought might be short and might be working okay for me, ended up being anything but. So I was supposed to be on every other week for 6 months. It ended up taking me an entire year. The first few months, I could only bear to stand it for about once a month. I almost didn't make it down to my dad's funeral. I had to delay one day, driving myself down because I was just too sick. Yeah, it really did a number on me. And after about 4 times, they reduced the dosage of the most onerous, terrible drug down to 75% of what it was, and I was able to tolerate it and get it finished. But I still took all the way until September of 2025 to finish my chemo. However, I am glad to report that at that time, September of 2025, and again already this year in January, and again just this month, I have passed all the tests to say that there's no more detectable cancer in me. So hooray, this time, again, knock on wood, I'm done. I'm out of the woods. Now, I guess you never really know with cancer, but I'm going to say that I've beat it and I'm done. It was a 3-year fight. It's aged me 10 years in that time, but I'm glad to report that I'm feeling human once again. I've again been off chemo treatment since September of last year. It's now April, and yeah, I'm feeling human again. So, other things that have happened. There's a lot of things that have happened, and I'm not going to try and fill you in on all of it. One of the big things you'll notice is the change of surroundings. After my dad's passing and we got all of the estate and everything settled between me and Cindy, because my dad was a great man and a generous man and believed in taking care of his family, I was able to do something I thought I'd never be able to do, and that is purchase a home. And this home is the one I'm sitting in right now. By the hand of God and by divine intervention, I'm sure of it, I was able to find a house that I could afford that was only about 3 blocks away from the house I had been renting. It's still in my ward, so I didn't have to leave all of my friends and people at church. And I'm absolutely delighted. I am almost finished moving in. I've had a long time. I did some renovation work to make it nice and make some changes, and I had plenty of time to move in. And of course, now I have until the end of April, and I'm like that. Like I was in college. I had all semester to write my term paper, but here I am at the weekend before it's due, getting ready to do it. So anyway, I've got a little bit of all hands on deck over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, expect to see some other views of my new place. It's really lovely, and I'm going to be very happy here. What else has been going on? My sister, meanwhile, and my brother-in-law have decided to renovate my dad's house, and they did some additions on it, and it's in the middle of renovations. They're going to move in. It's looking really nice, so that's good. What else has been going on? I'm drawing a blank here. So yeah, there's just so much things that I don't want to bore you. So let's talk about what's happening coming up. I had decided that as a reward for surviving cancer again this time, I would plan myself a trip. And there were some wonderful sales going on with United Miles. So I booked myself a trip to Europe. So on the 14th, a week from today, I will be flying to Paris, France, where I will spend 5 days, and then I will take the train to Barcelona, Spain for another 4 days, then back to Paris, then back via Munich and a full day there and a layover back home. So that's going to be a lot of fun. However, again, it's coming right in the middle when I'm going to try and be getting out of my old house and into the new house. The landlords have already got a new tenant that's going to move in May 1st, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts. So yeah, I got a lot going on. I've got a bunch of furniture over there to sell and a bunch of boxes to move. The good news is that there's still boxes in my house over there that are still packed from when I moved here in 2020, so it was all part of my cunning plan. Anyway, so that's what's going to happen in the short-term future. After that, I also decided for another celebration to go and see my favorite opera, which is Turandot by Puccini, and I'm going to go see that at the Metropolitan Opera in New York at the end of May. So I'm going to take about 4 days and go to New York. I've never spent any time in New York. I've only changed planes at the airports there. So that's going to be fun too, see my favorite opera. And then that's pretty much all I've got planned for the moment. We'll see how I survive. I already know that on my European trip, it's crazy. Like I said, I've aged about 10 years in the last 3, and I kind of am old and decrepit and slow. My neuropathy that I'd mentioned that I was starting to feel, well, that really took hold. I haven't felt my feet, in fact, since September of 2024 when this all started. I still have tingling in my fingers. They get a little better, but my feet are still bad. My sense of taste is gone. It's shot, so I don't enjoy things as much as I used to. So at any rate, on my Europe trip, I know I'm not going to be the kind of traveler I was, where I would just run to and fro all over the city all day long, catching all the sights. So I'm going to be more of a one sight a day kind of traveler, probably. But yeah, so I'm going to, for example, in Paris, I've been there before several times. This time I'm going to spend a whole day at Les Invalides, where the military museum is, and Napoleon's tomb, going through that thoroughly. I'm also going to finally, in all the times I've been there, I've never been to the Louvre Museum, so I'm going to try and go to the Louvre. I always went to the Musée d'Orsay because I like Impressionist painting so much, but we're going to see about that. And then Spain, I've got a couple of sites I want to see: La Sagrada Familia, the Mies van der Rohe Pavilion, some other things around there. So I'm just going to kind of take it easy, see how Europe is, see how I can stand it, and go from there. So anyway, I won't make any firm promises at this point of how I'm going to start making videos again, but I really do want to. I do need to stay in touch with folks, and so that you can see that I'm still alive, most importantly. That's the explanation that I mostly wanted to do, because I kind of ghosted everybody for that year I was under chemo. I was not happy, and I'm sorry for that. I wanted to make sure above all that you didn't think that I died or something, because I didn't, again, by the grace of God. So thank you for all of your support and prayers and good wishes. I have always felt them, and I do miss you. So looking down the road, hopefully we'll get some things up. Maybe I'll post some things from Europe while I'm gone. But then I'll get back, and as I get my new digs completely settled and get things organized here, I'll hopefully get onto a more regular life where I can do fun things and finally do videos the way I wanted to. So anyway, that's about it for now. I think I've covered most of the bases, so I guess that'll be it for now. Take care.